Sometimes they will bring tears to your eyes.
John Yao vividly remembers the worst calls he responded to as Stanley County EMS manager. They've stayed with him.
I still see those faces at night, and it still bears on you sometimes.
For 37 years, he helped others as a paramedic, but when he needed help, he told me he didn't know where to turn. The extreme trauma he witnessed and constant life or death situations became too much to bear. In 2015, Yao was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. Despite counseling and medication, it forced him to retire early.
I thought suicide was my way out, and it was real close.
The heartbreaking issue is widespread among first responders. Nearly half of firefighters surveyed in a 2015 Florida State University study admitted they've thought about suicide. Charlotte firefighter Jody Dameron is among them. He was diagnosed with PTSD 5 years ago.
At least last year, I have known personally about almost a dozen people that's taken their lives.
Since 2014, more firefighters and EMTs in the U.S. have committed suicide each year than the number of firefighters killed in the line of duty.
Fire EMS.
Jeff Dill established the Firefighter Behavioral Health Alliance. He says the only organization in the country that tracks and verifies firefighter suicides. He says there's been little research on PTSD among first responders. And he says some don't speak out, fearing they'll be fired if they can't function at work.
In the last 7 years, it's really come to the forefront, which is a great thing that we're talking about it. Yet I still think that we've just started really scratching the surface.
Some agencies, including the Charlotte Fire Department, offer support services for employees who need help. But nationwide, only a few states cover PTSD under workers' comp benefits. North and South Carolina do not. One North Carolina lawmaker I contacted told me the research I shared with him has him looking into changing that.
State governments, federal governments, they don't really recognize it yet as a big issue.
Retired Charlotte firefighter Jody Wetta now volunteers to help first responders before it's too late. He works with Dameron through a new nationwide program called First Line for first responders struggling with PTSD.
The need has probably been the biggest surprise.
First Line just started this year with 11 programs across the country. 3 are in North Carolina, including one that meets at this Stanfield church. Yao credits the program with saving his life.
First responders are very important to our society. Without firefighters, police officers, paramedics, nurses, who's going to take care of you if you get hurt?